Shabbat Shalom. All right, let's talk about olives. You have an olive tree? Do you harvest your olives? Really? Please come up here with me. So, tell me about your olive trees.
We have one that's been around for about 4 years, maybe. It's well, I have to get up to a ladder to get the top.
Did you grow it as a little olive?
It was a medium. It was about like this. And then it's like one like that. It hasn't filled out yet.
I see. And does the first one have fruit yet?
A lot.
What kind of olives?
Black.
And have you cured them? And can you tell the good people how you do that?
I soak them in water for about 4 weeks. Emptying the water, changing the water, soak the water, just straight with the water. And then I put them in big jars with, the big chunky salt. What's it called? Sea salt. And a bunch of olives, spoonful of salt, bunch of olives, and then fill it up.
So there's a lot of olives in there.
It's about like that, yeah.
Stuffed.
And then after about a week, they give off the moisture. So the thing fills up with water or juice or whatever.
Olive juice.
You have to take the top off and carefully drain it to get all that out. And then you add a little bit more salt, and keep doing it. And then after about a month, 6 weeks, you take then you rinse them all off, rinse them again because the salt kind of really gets on them. Then when they're all clean and no salt, you put them in a jar of olive oil and garlic and any kind of other stuff you want to season them with, and you stick a spoon and put them on your plate.
Wow.
Yeah, they're good.
Does anyone have any questions to Olive Man?
What makes the olives bitter? Well, when you cure them with the water and then you cure them with the salt, that's supposed to take away most of the bitterness. But olives, by nature, have a little bit of a, well, not all, but...
Not the ones in the can without the pits. They barely look like they...
That was, yeah. No, these aren't processed. I'm the processor.
Wow, that's really something.
Yeah.
Joel has a question in the back.
Hey, Joel, you want to help? Have some that are there?
Can't you just have olive oil without olives?
He doesn't care for olives.
You don't like olives?
Just for olive oil.
I haven't figured out how to make that yet. That's down the road. Just have a press, and after you cure them or before they...
After.
That'd be nice. I should do that. I should
Yeah.
go that
I
way.
looked it up.
Oh, I knew that question would come up. I don't know.
But you said they're black olives.
It's on the tree. The little tag is still on the tree. But I don't know. It's a certain kind, that's for sure. And I have to trim the tree to make them bigger. Right now they're still small. So, but I don't want to trim them because there's a lot of fruit on them, and I don't want to. But I might just cut it off and take the loss because they're going to stay small unless and I don't want it to grow too tall. So.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
And for Mr. Olive.
Thank you.
Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat, 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 Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat, 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 Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat, 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 Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat, 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 Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat, 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 Shalom. This is the Shabbat before Purim. And so that means there's a little bit of silliness in the Shabbat, a little bit. So I looked up some olive puns, right? Okay. Okay. I love you from my head tomatoes to my toes. Okay. Okay. All of my dreams are coming true. What a beautiful day to be alive. Yeah, I know, you can help me. A toast to all of us. Is that good? Okay. Life is better with an olive twist. Nothing but a love and respect. Olive. Okay, it's a start. Yes. Olive, fat. Oh, Joel, that's good. Okay, would you two come up and bring in the lights of Shabbat? Let's turn to page 120. And we will bring in Shabbat together. So please stand and just shake off the week if you could. I don't know what kind of week you had. Some of us had quite a week. So shake it off. How was your week? It's good to shake it off. Let's get ready to bring in the lights of Shabbat. So you can just light it and we'll bring it in. Light one and then light the other. No order. You never know. And then you can extinguish it with the little extinguisher. Make 3 circles. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech ha'olam asher kitshanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu lehadlik ner shel Shabbat. Amen. Shabbat Shalom. If you have a son in the room, or a grandson in the room, find his head. That would be Liam's head. That's right. Put your hand on his head. Okay? Did you find a head? We'll help you with this. I'll say it, and then everybody repeats to all the little boys in the room. Young men. Yasimcha. Elohim, Ke'Ephraim, V'chi Menashe. And then if the parent in the house whispers something very nice into the ear of the son. And of course, I want to know what it is, but it's okay. All right, do we have, no, that's what we got. Your dad is out. Shabbat Shalom. David Lugo, find the head of your daughter there. Put your hand on her head. We'll help you. Yasimech. Elohim. Kisara. Rivka. Rachel. Valeah. And say something nice to her in her ear. In her ear. Okay. Please be seated. Shabbat Shalom. So, dear friends, let's turn to page 138, and we'll welcome the Sabbath bride into the space. Lecha dodi likra pnei Shabbat nekavela lecha dodi likrat kala pnei Shabbat nekavela lecha dodi likrat kala pnei Shabbat nekavela lecha dodi likrat kala pnei Shabbat nekavela Shamo v'zachor b'dibur echad Hishmi anu Elohim Yechad, Adonai Echad, Ushemo Echad, L'Shem ol Tiferet v'Lichila. Lecha Dodi likrat kala, Panei Shabbat nekavela. Lecha Dodi likrat kala, Panei Shabbat nekavela. So we turn to the last verse and we stand. Bo'ui v'shalom ateret ba'ala. We face the door. Gam b'simcha u'v'tzola. Toch emunei am segula. Bo'ui chala, bo'ui chala. Lecha dodi, lecha dodi likra. Panei Shabbat nekavela, lecha dodi likrat kala. Panei Shabbat nekavela. Please be seated. And Liam, you're on this evening to help me. So let's turn to page 140. Liam? Mizmor shir Yom HaShabbat, Tov lechodot le'Adonai, U'zamer l'shimcha elyon, U'zamer l'shimcha elyon, L'hagid b'boker chasdecha, Ve'emunatcha b'lelot, Alei Yasor Adonai b'fo'alecha v'ma'aseh yadecha aranen u'magalu ma'asecha Adonai me'od amku machshvotecha. Mizmor shir le'yom HaShabbat, tov lehodot Adonai, U'zamer l'shimcha elyon, U'zamer l'shimcha elyon. Let's turn to page 144.
Yikada ve'yikada shemei rabba.
Amen.
Be'ama divra hirote ve'amlich malchute. Be'hayechon uv'yomechon uv'hayedaho beit Yisrael. Bagala, bagala, uvizman karib, veimeru, amen. Yehi shmei rabba amelorach, le'alam umei almaya. Yibarach, yibarach, rashish tavach, veita bar vichonam vitnase, vita vitale, vitala, shemei kedusha, brihu. Le'olam min kol virhata v'shirata, tushvechata v'nehemata. Miram B'yama, Veimeru, amen.
Please turn to page 146 and stand. Baruchu et Adonai HaMevorach, Baruch Adonai HaMevorach le'olam va'ed. So we continue with a prayer for creation. Please be seated. Pink blossoms on trees. What else did you see? Okay, good. Okay. Anything growing? Weeds. I have broccoli growing. Do you have anything growing? Anything new in the weather department? Growing?
Not really, just
Okay.
same things.
Same things?
Yeah.
Well, some of our college students have midterms. Seasons change, and pretty soon you'll be done. Let's read together on page 148 in the English. Blessed are you, Adonai, our God, ruler of the universe, who speaks the evening into being, skillfully opens the gates, thoughtfully alters the time and changes the seasons, and arranges the stars in their heavenly courses according to plan. You are creator of day and night, rolling light away from darkness and darkness from light, transforming day into night and distinguishing one from the other. Adonai Tsevaot is your name. Ever-living God, may you reign continually over us into eternity. Blessed are you, Adonai, who brings on the evening. And in Hebrew, Baruch atah Adonai Hama'ariv Aravim. We're going to continue on page 150. Ahavat Ulam Beit Yisrael Amcha Ahavta Torah u'mitzvot Chukim u'mishpatim Otanu limadta Akein Adonai Eloheinu b'shochbenu Kumenu nasiach b'chukecha V'nismach b'divrei Toratecha V'mitzvotecha le'olam va'ed Ki hem chayeinu Ve'orech yameinu Uvahem negeh yomam v'layla Negeh yomam v'layla Ve'ahavatcha al tasir Mimenu le'olamim Baruch atah Adonai Ohev amo Yisrael Ohev amo Yisrael. Please stand for Shema. We cover our eyes. Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. Shema Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. Shema, Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. Please be seated. We continue on page 150.
ואהבת את אדוני אלוהיך בכל לבבך ובכל נפשך ובכל מאודיך. והיו הדברים האלה אשר אנוכי מצווך היום על לבביך ושמתן לבניך ודיברת בם ושבתך בביתך ובלכתך בדרך ושוכבך ובקומך וקשרתם לאות על ידיך והיו לטוטפות בין עיניך וכתבתם על מזוזות ביתך ובשעריך למען תזכרו ועשיתם את כל מצוותי והייתם קדושים לאלוהיהם. אני אדוני אלוהיהם אשר הוצאתיהם מארץ מצרים, לחיות להם לאלוהים. אני אדוני אלוהיהם, אדוני אלוהיהם אמת.
Thank you. Oh, I'd like you to stay.
I can say.
Okay, good. Let's turn to page 158. This prayer is about getting to the other side of challenges. Whatever they are, we do it better when we're together. And so whatever it is that's before you, whatever is rumbling in those waters in front of you, may we have the strength to make some headway to get to the other side. Mi chamocha ba'elim Adonai, mi kamocha ne'edar v'kodesh. No ratahilot, o serefelen. No ratahilot, o serefelen. Malchutecha ra'u v'necha, bokei hayam livnei Moshe u'Miriam. Zeliam ve'ameru, Adonai yimloch, Adonai yimloch, le'olam va'ed. V'ne'emar, ki fadal ad Yaakov, ugalo mi'ad chazak mimenu. Baruch atah Adonai, God Yisrael. Let's turn to page 162. Vishamru b'nei Israel et hashabbat lasot et hashabbat ledorotam b'brit olam. Vishamru b'nei Israel et hashabbat lasot et hashabbat ledorotam b'brit olam. Beini uvein b'nei Israel oti le'olam, oti le'olam. Shamru b'nei Israel et hashabbat lasot et hashabbat ledorotam b'brit olam. Ki sheshet yamim asa Adonai et hashamayim ve'et ha'aretz. V'shamru b'nei Israel et hashabbat lasot et hashabbat ledorotam b'brit olam. Uvayom hashvi'i Shabbat vayinafash, Shabbat vayinafash, Shabbat vayinafash. V'shamru b'nei Israel et hashabbat lasot et hashabbat ledorotam b'brit olam. So we continue with the tefillah on page 164. If you're able to stand, I think all of you are, and some of us are able to dance. Right? That's marvelous. Let's hold our siddur and we'll turn to the back. Adonai sifatai tiftach ufi tehilatecha. Adonai, open up my lips that my mouth may declare your praise. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu v'Elohei avotenu v'imotenu, Elohei Abraham, Elohei Yitzchak, Elohei Yaakov, Elohei Sarah, Elohei Rivka, Elohei Rachel, Elohei Leah, Ha'el Hagadol, Hagibor v'Hanora, Elyon, Gomer Chasadim Tovim, Konei Hakol, V'zocher Chasdei Avot Ve'imahot, U'mevi Geula Livnei B'neihem, Leman Shemo B'yavad, Melech Ozer U'Moshia U'Magen. Baruch atah Adonai, Magen Avraham Ve'ezrat Sarah. Atah Gibor Le'olam Adonai, Mechaye meti matarav lamoshia. Mashiv haruach u'moed hagashem. Mechakel chayim b'chesed. Mechaye metim berachamim rabim. Sohomech noflim v'fech holim. Umatir asurim. Umekayem emunato. B'shenei afar. Nichamocha b'divrot. Umido melach. Melech memit u'mechaye. U'matzmiach Yeshua. V'ne'eman ata l'hachayot metim. Baruch atah Adonai. Mechaye hametim. Ata kadosh v'shimcha kadosh. U'kdoshim b'chol yom yanu chasela. Baruch atah Adonai ha'el ha'kadosh. Page 173.
May these hours of rest and renewal open our hearts to joy and our minds to truth. May all who struggle find the rest on this day. May all find solace. May all who hurt find healing on this day. May all who despair find purpose. May all who hunger find fulfillment on this day. And may this day fulfill its promise.
Baruch atah Adonai mekadesh ha-Shabbat. Page 175. Risei Adonai Eloheinu be'amecha Yisrael u'tefilatam v'ahava tekabel u'tahil ratzon tamid avodat Yisrael. Yisrael Amecha Baruch atah Adonai She'otecha levadecha b'yira navod
God of goodness, we give thanks for the gift of life, wonder beyond words, for the awareness of soul, our light within, for the world around us so filled with beauty, for the richness of earth, which day by day sustains us. For all these and more we offer thanks.
Baruch atah Adonai hato shimcha ulecha na'eh lechodot. Please be seated. So typically the question you might think to yourself is, what did I do that was kind this week? But that's not the question I want to ask. I want you to think about who was kind to you. What incident happened where somebody was kind to you this week? It can be a little thing, it can be a big thing, but we'd love to hear it. Marla?
I was substitute teaching today for English language development classes, and I had 55 kids come through the room over the course of the day, most of them English learners, and a lot of them gave a big hug and said thank you at the end of the lesson.
Did you all hear that? Did you hear that, Joel? Did you hear it? Yeah. Thank you from the students and to a substitute teacher. Who did a mitzvah for you? Speak loudly, Robin dear.
Bob did this for me. He sponsored one, him and Holly sponsored one for the Trellis Gardens. It was a huge relief to me.
Who did kind for you this week? Little thing. Yeah. Great. Excellent. Yes. Wonderful. Wonderful. Anybody else? Somebody did something kind for you this week. before going to Eschaton this evening, we were putting together 55 plates of Hamantaschen and skinny popcorn and chocolate and raisins, and Joel came and did all that with me. Thank you very much. Thank you, thank you. Okay, any others? For somebody mitzvahed you? Yes? I see. So somebody relieved you of dog so that you could do the mitzvah. Yes, very good. Anything else? Yes. Oh. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Danielle. A parent brought you cookies. Nice. These little things, right? They're so sweet. Anybody else have one where somebody did some little tiny thing that just kind of lifted you? Yes, Ella. Wow. Did you all hear that? Max dinner every night this week? Can we come to your house? Wow. Lovely. So those are the things that we are grateful for. And may we be inspired by hearing these little things that people do and do them ourselves, turn on a little bit more of our acts of kindness. We continue on 178. So the word shalom means complete. It means whole, like a big circle. And Rav means a great deal of it. Shalom Rav. Shalom Rav, Yisrael Amcha, Tasim Leolam. Shalom Rav, Yisrael Amcha, Tasim Leolam. Ki atahu melech adon, lechol hashalom. Ki atahu melech adon, lechol hashalom. Shalom Rav, Yisrael Amcha, Tasim Leolam. Rav, Yisrael Amcha, Tasim Leolam. V'tov beinecha levarech et Amcha Yisrael bechol עת ובכל שעה בשלומך. Shalom Rav, Amcha Tasim Leolam. Shalom Rav, Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. Tasim Leolam. Tasim Leolam. So this week's Torah portion is called Tetzaveh, and the first part of it is all about olives. Olive oil, in fact. And God commands Moses to talk to all of us that we should all bring the purest olive oil, like the best kind, for lighting the Ner Tamid, to keep the eternal light going always. And as you heard from Charlie, who I'm calling tonight Mr. Olive, it's not easy. It takes a while to grow the tree. It takes a while to cure the olives. And he hasn't yet got started pressing them, but when you do, you will, and you'll tell us all about it. And that they're a fruit. How many of you like olives? Raise your hand. Okay, Rose, put your hand down. How many of you really cannot do olives at all? Oh, you got two. I think you guys should talk at the Oneg about what other foods you do, because I think I have a theory. Do you eat black licorice? No, okay, so there went that theory. But anyway, yeah. But the teaching is that everybody brought, and that's how we keep the eternal light going. So here's a little story that's kind of the reverse. Once upon a time, there was a king. And the king wanted to give a very big party because he loved his kingdom and he loved everybody in it. And so everything was going to be provided. All the linens, all the cutlery, all the plates, the main course and the salad, the dessert. Just that the wine wasn't going to be provided. There was a huge, big container that you had to kind of climb up the stairs to get to. And what he did is he just asked everybody, could they please bring a bottle of their very best wine? And that everybody would just put it in, and that then everybody would have this delicious wine at the end. Are you thinking about that? Wine? So the big event comes and the orchestra is playing, and it is gorgeous, and people are dressed up, and they are so excited to be there. And the evening is perfect. There's like, I don't know, pink blossoms on all the trees. The weather is perfect. There are no mosquitoes. It's beautiful. And everyone brings their bottle, and they walk up the stairs, and they ceremoniously pour it in, and then leave. I think you know what's going to happen in the story. But when it comes time for the king to toast his kingdom, he walks up to the steps with his goblet, lifts the spigot, and out comes water. What happened? Why did it become water? Any idea about why? No? Well, it went like this. Everyone figured that Jenny was bringing the best wine, and that Chris was bringing the best wine, and that Marla's bringing the best wine for the Veranos. And so they figured, everyone, since they're going to bring their best wine, I'm going to bring water. So they filled up water, and they just thought it would dilute it a little bit, since Teresa and Dave were already bringing their best, and Robin and Joel brought the best wine. So when the king looked at that, everybody realized, because it was a clear goblet, that nobody had brought their best wine to this banquet. And they all realized that they didn't buy in the way he had hoped. But he was such a nice king. He said, look, you guys, try this again next month. And he put out the whole party, the whole thing again, the whole orchestra, the whole thing. And this time, everybody went up, poured their water, and when he came to toast his community, it was delicious red wine. So it just, the teaching is that our Ner Tamid, bright as what we bring to it. And may we be inspired to bring our best to our families and to our work and to school and to each other to make it bright and make it beautiful. Together we say, Amen. Amen. I would like to ask, I'm not sure who's giving announcements, Ella? I am not sure about that.
Okay.
Okay.
Shabbat Shalom, everyone. Thank you to Rabbi Nancy and Neshama for leading us through tonight's service. And thank you to Neshama for sponsoring tonight's Oneg. Tomorrow morning, there is Torah study on Zoom at 9 a.m., and the link is on our website. This Sunday, March 9th, CBS and Mosaic Law congregation will join together for a community Purim carnival from 10 to 1 on the Mosaic Law campus. All ages are welcome. There will be delicious food, carnival games, and even pony rides. Volunteers are also needed, and we hope to see you all there, and there are flyers in the foyer. Next Friday, March 14th, join us for Purim and Shabbat services, all starting at 5 p.m. with Shabbat services in the social hall, pizza, Megillah reading, and a Purim spiel. So much fun. Grab a flyer and pre-order your pizza and arrive early to purchase raffle tickets for the Neshama baskets and tickets for adult festive beverages before Shabbat. Continuing with Purim, Saturday morning, the 15th, Torah study will be in person with mimosas and breakfast. You must email the rabbi to let her know if you will be joining, and we will call this RSVP to ensure there is enough for everyone. There are a couple of upcoming events, and there are flyers for these events and more in the foyer. Jewish Film Festival continues, and on March 23rd, we have our final performance from our shoot series. We have several social action Shabbats on the horizon, and on Sunday, April 13th, CBS will have our annual second Seder night, and keep an eye out for more information. And finally, save the date for the Shalom Fest on May 25th, and we are looking for volunteers or support with this committee, and this is a really fun committee. Per Mike Polis, I will say working with Mike is always a lot of fun, and a food-focused event is always great. And finally, if you have ever wanted to get a little involved with the leadership at CBS, please reach out to me or Jenny or Rabbi or Bob or anyone else on the board. We'd love to have a conversation with you. Thank you, and Shabbat Shalom.
So, from this area, who's born in March? March? Wow. Okay. And please tell us your name and what day you're born on. Could you say it from there? Your mom might know. Mom, do you know her birthday?
Yeah, March 15th.
Wonderful. Great. Anybody else from this section? No marches? No march? Oh my goodness. Will you remind me of your first name? Mom, will you tell us her first name? What is it? Stacy? Daisy? Daisy? Oh, okay, I understand. Well, I don't want to embarrass you, but we wish you a very happy birthday and a great year ahead. Everyone put your hand on your heart and just her. Happy birthday, honey. Happy birthday. So friends, we continue with Aleinu, followed by the Kaddish prayer. I want to remind you, something special happens on Saturday evening. It has to do with your clock. Don't forget. Don't forget. Okay? So it's just going to be a little bit earlier on Sunday, starting at 2 a.m. Okay, please stand for page 586 for Aleinu. Page 586, Aleinu l'shavech l'adon hakol latet gedula li'yotzeh b'reshit shelo asanu kigogei haratzot v'lo asanu k'mishpachot adama shelo sam chelkenu kahem v'goralenu kechol hamonam v'anachnu korim u'mishnachim u'modim lifnei melech malchei hamlachim hakadosh baruch hu shehu noteh shamayim v'yoser haaretz ומשה ביקרו בשמיים ממעל, ושכינתו זו בגבי מרומים. הוא אלוהינו, אין עוד, אממלכנו ופסילתו, ככתוב בתורתו, וידעת היום, והשבותה לבבך, כי אדוני הוא האלוהים. בשמיים ממעל ועל הארץ מתחת Atenu v'nemar v'chaya Adonai lemelech al kol haaretz bayom hahu yeh Adonai echad ushmo echad ushmo echad. Please be seated. We turn to page 311. And the Mishnah Berurah is such an interesting prayer. It asks that the person's body and soul feel better. And on this Shabbat, we send our love to Lynn Richards and Bob Lieberman, Ralph Bunn, Dave Malkin, Joel Ellickman, Tyrone Davis, Michael Vincent, Marie Owen, Dan Lee, Diane Steed, Brian Worthy, Joey Munoz, Julie Henry, Rachel Rodman, Joan Borries, Mark Mathit, Beryl Schwartz, Robin Moore, Dan Lee, Bart Willis, Near Pillett, Carla Gilmore, Mitch Phillips, Jerry Steinke, and Meredith Rosenberg. Are there others that we're praying for their feeling better of spirit, body? We send healing to the names that we've said, the ones that come to mind when we're singing the song. We send healing to all the places that are so broken in our world. We send healing to the returned hostages and their families. We ask for a world of shalom. Please join me on page 511. Misha beirach avotenu mekor habra Laimotenu, may the source of strength, who bless the ones before us, help us find the courage to make our lives a blessing, and let us say, Amen. Misha beirach imotenu, Mekor habracha lavotenu. Bless those in need of healing with refuah shalema, the renewal of body, the renewal of spirit, and let us say, Amen. So, dear friends, I want to make sure that you have your olive facts down, okay? Just as on the back, just as the olive yields light only when it is pressed, so our greatest potentials realized only under the pressure of adversity. It has to be that way, right? But, and that the word for an olive is zayit. Everyone say zayit? Mm-hmm. And if you want to eat a bunch of them, zaytim. Zaytim. And the Talmud uses the size of an olive for whether or not you need to say a blessing or not after the meal. If you have eaten less than a zayit, less than an olive or a half an egg, you're off the hook with the blessing after the meal. So the measurement is called kazayit. Could everyone say it? Kazayit. Thank you. So dear friends, we turn now to page 598, and we remember with love those who have physically left us, but they're right here. We remember Arthur Choate, Mel Tabak, John Snyder, Vicki Myrtle, Dana Drucker, Ben Jasso, Kent Telfler, Bonnie Tabak, Gilbert Simon, Leroy Kessler, Mary Hansen, Chaim Romano, Jean Leslie Siskin, Sylvia Wexler, Rowan Burnham, Sandra Epstein, Judith Forio, Millie Birch, Lisa Schneerson, Cantor George Wald, Marvin Martin, David Gurman, S. George Ezekiel, Ann Eisen, Anthony Mixak, Joyce Wheel, Karen Oakley, Ed Edelstein, Sandra Haslett, and Penny Clark. And we remember with love the yard sites of Rebecca Actor, Simon Ammer, Robin Ash, First Lieutenant Joseph Benjamin, Dennis Buter, David Cantor, Bella Cohen, Gwyn Cartland, Arlene Deffrin, Leland Robert Dottie, Phil Friedman, Stanley Hassman, Odo Hertz, Barbara Catch, William Lawrence, Harry Lessinger, Ann Finder Levy, Louis Levy, Barbara Ann Levy, Rachel Malamed, David Mendelson, Woodrow Miller, Robert Moore, Kurt Newman, Wendy Phoenix, Pearl Rosenberg, Mort Sachs, Annette Schultz, Richard Weinberger, Saul Ziskin. Are there any other yard sites or recent deaths in our community? We see as one family. Page 598. Yitkadal v'yitkadash shemei rabbah, be'alma divrach hirutei v'yamlich malchutei, b'chayechon uvyomechon uvchaye dechol beit Yisrael, ba'agala uvizman kari v'imru amen. Yehei shemei rabbah vorach le'olam u'almei amaya. Yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitromam v'yitnaseh v'yithadar v'yitalal shemei dekudesha brichu. Le'ela min kol birchata v'shirata tushbechata v'nechemata da'amiran be'alma v'imru amen. Yehei shlama rabba min shemaya v'chayim aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'imru amen. Oseh shalom b'imromav Huya aseh shalom, aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'imru amen. May the one who creates harmony on high bring peace to us, to all Israel and all the world. And together we say, amen. Please be seated. Well, we're looking forward to Oneg. And I'd like you to look at your handout. And, you know, as I said, we're in the month of Adar, and Purim is coming, and so there's a Talmudic statement that says on the back of your hand, on the inside of your handout, Mi shenichnas Adar marin b'simcha. Whoever welcomes the month of Adar grows in happiness. So I think it's a good idea. So this is how it goes. And I think we sang it last week. It's good to do. Misha, 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 Nichnas Adar. Misha, 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 Nichnas Adar. Ada Adar, Ada Adar, Marbim Besimcha. 4 times. Ada Adar, Ada Adar, Marbim Besimcha. That's how it goes, okay? So, what does Adar mean? It's the name of the month. Mi shenichnas means one who welcomes Adar. What happens to their happiness? Goes up. Okay. Misha, 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 nichnas Adar. Try that again. Misha, 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 nichnas Adar. 4 times. Ada Adar, Ada Adar, Marbim Besimcha. Ada Adar, Ada Adar, Marbim Besimcha. Misha, 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 nichnas Adar. Misha, 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 nichnas Adar. Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat, 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 Shabbat Shalom. Oh, say Shalom Bimrama. Uyase Shalom Aleinu. Ve'al Yisrael. Va'imru, Imru, Amen. Shabbat Shalom, everybody. We'll see you out there. Yas Shalom, Yas Shalom. Shalom Aleinu ve'akol Yisrael. Yaseh Shalom, Yaseh Shalom. Shalom Aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael. Yaseh Shalom, Yaseh Shalom. Shalom Aleinu ve'akol Yisrael. Yaseh Shalom, Yaseh Shalom. Shalom Aleinu ve'akol Yisrael. Shalom, Yaseh Shalom, Shalom Aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael. Friends who are watching online, Shabbat Shalom. Misha, 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 nichnas Adar. Misha, 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 nichnas Adar. Ada Adar, Ada Adar, Marbim Besimcha. Shabbat Shalom.